Hello everybody and welcome back to more Europa Universalis 4. As always, I'm Oren, and we have discovered that France has cancelled the military access that we've given them. One stability either way. I believe we'll take technology cost. In the last episode, I said quite plainly and quite clearly that the next episode we have, I will convert to Protestantism instead of Catholicism. And I don't agree with that. Because my nearest things that I want are France. Not so much France as in France's colonies, because France is the only colonial power that is near me. Well, England, but I don't care for the cluster, the mess that is Chesapeake. It doesn't, the Chesapeake trade node over here, it doesn't appeal to me. The Mississippi River doesn't appeal to me either. 400 ducats, 1 inflation. Ugh. Not a good trade. Do I still have a Master of the Mint? I do have a Master of the Mint. Isn't he great? Infantry combat abilities. So, we have 2 years of Regency. During these 2 years of Regency, I'm going to talk my strategy. Now, there are quite a few things that I want, for roleplay reasons and for actual game reasons. One that falls into both categories is the Teutonic Order coastline that the Teutonic Order starts at, that Poland very quickly vassalized, swallowed up before I could get to it, and then when I was at a point where I could tango with Poland, Austria vassalized and swallowed up. And we got salt. Salt's always good. So yeah, I want to go to war with Austria. I want to take this. I want more Holy Roman territories. Austria as the emperor, I'm sure, would take no small offense to that. So Austria is basically going to be on the other side of us. I can't find my phone. I need to set a timer. So what's it called? Yeah, we're going to war with Austria a lot, but we have some time before we actually have to do that. There we go. Figured it out. We have some time before we actually have to go to war with Austria, because, you know, France's colonialism is getting really close to my colonialism, and there's more island territories that we can take out here as well. Have we started with Midway yet? No, we go ahead and do that. Guam is over here somewhere. Guam might be that one. What's this sea zone called? Hold on. Wake Island. Oh no, that's Wake. I forget where Guam is. Is Guam north or south of Wake? I think it's south, so Guam would probably be down here. Yeah, there's the Marshall Islands, so the Coral Sea is in here somewhere. There's the Solomon Sea. So the Coral Sea is probably like over here. Okay. A new king. Karl's II superior tactical knowledge will help us vanquish those who dare rise against us. Royal marriage from Ireland is perfectly acceptable, as with the Netherlands. When it comes to diplomats, we have 2 free. Our royal marriage persisted with Austria, and we did not inherit Pomerania, although I think that's on their succession, on their death, not ours. We can become defender of the faith, and Protestants a ways away. I want to maintain a relationship with Austria while we fight France. I know Austria and France have not been friends, so I am willing to pay 500 gold for the extra morale given to us. Ooh, it's by 10% now. It's not by a flat amount. That might not be as good as it used to be. This would also be great, but our revolts are non-existent. Attack England, become papal controller. Those are all great things, but don't care so much. Personal union with Syria doesn't sound very appealing to me either. But let's take a quick rundown of France. They are allied with Bavaria, Brandenburg, Hesse, Switzerland, Ulm, and Genoa. Bavaria, Hesse, Switzerland, Ulm, and Genoa are almost not worth mentioning. Brandenburg is the biggest of them all and shares quite a lot of border with me, which I believe makes them the sketchiest. When it comes to my allies, Austria, Ireland, and the Netherlands are all a go. Take North American colonies from them, but I'm much more excited with the idea of busting up mainland France. Maybe a bit of Norman coastline, but busting up mainland France is the most appealing to me. I could take probably all of Nicaragua and Honduras. I could probably take 2 Panama, maybe even Panama itself. And I believe that would actually be worth it to take some of these colonies here. Let's see if they have any buildings. No. Looks like they are cored, which is disappointing. Give them Reconquest, their cosmopolitan culture, which also sucks. Oh, and it looks like England and Shawnee's war. They have 14,000 men here that are completely useless and completely out of the fight. Our Mexican army is good enough to probably conquer anything they have here. We know our fleet is larger than them, and with the support of Netherlands, who has a border and is a nice little walk-in, Ireland, whose fleet is probably comparable to France's, and Austria, who is the biggest military right now. I don't think there's a way to lose against France. There could be some sort of an alliance chain that would break us down, but I think it's a pretty sure victory. How's this look? We really need to colonize this before Portugal gets there. Hold on, where's my other colonist over here? There he is. I need to do that real quick before Portugal gets there. And then we basically cut Portugal off. Their sea access probably doesn't extend to Baja yet, so we have some time to finish colonizing this coast. This we will not take in this war, probably. That'll probably be a different war later down the road, but I want France, and Netherlands has colonies to take care of. I want France to get used to being shit-stomped by me. I want to fight a couple of wars against France because I feel like they're in a position where they could be a colonial power. And I don't like that at all. And I want the colonies. So, yeah, we need to start working on our enemies. France first, England second. I don't want England to get back on his feet. It's starting to look like he is getting back on his feet. I don't want that. Nobody wants that. Spain is a problem, but hopefully one I can avoid. Rival. Am I his rival or is he mine? No, he's not my rival. The Hansa, for just straight up roleplay reasons, we need to eliminate the Hansa, even if we sell it all to the Netherlands afterwards. But yeah, war with France is a good thing. I'll take one more look at the ledger, but I don't think I can lose. Oop. Oh, my arrow keys control that. Navies, me and the Netherlands on top. Ireland is apparently higher than France, so I was right there, and Austria is pretty piss poor. When it comes to armies, Ottomans and Austria. Ottomans are terrifying than me and France, so France is close with 66. I've overbuilt 92 though, I'm at 115. So yeah, I need more force limits so I can fight Austria more than anything. I just need to start pulling out just big tracts of land. I think England's going to be good for that too. And France's colonies will also help. The rest of North America, my soon-to-come post-France conquest of Japan will hopefully help with that as well. I decided that this was the Nippon trade line, or the Nippon trade line, right? Yeah, Nippon is a pretty small place. We can have a merchant over there to collect, a merchant to push to Mexico, and then a merchant in Mexico to push there, which I think makes sense. And I think that's what we're going to do. Where's all this getting pushed? Oh, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. And then this is all retained. Hudson Bay should all be pushed. Yeah, Hudson Bay is actually coming along quite well. Okay, yep. War with France. Absolutely. Military situation. Army maintenance needs to be cranked. Generals, we will need at least one. We will need a French army. And then we will need a... My army tradition's bad. And then we will need a what's it called? A Mexican army. The Mexican army will get the guy with siege because that's the most important thing for here. 27 armies is sizable. They can march that way. This will get the guy without the siege modifier because he will be fighting. These guys can hop on this boat and hop to a zone that is still considered basin. What's this called? Not Baltic Sea. Yeah, because it's inland. It's not a basin, like a sea. Yeah. Galleys fight better, and my transport fleet is mainly comprised of galleys. So yes, that's ideal. I shouldn't be in need of an admiral. Netherlands should have the majority of these naval blockades, so I'm just going to come to Land's End here. And this is a pretty centralized jumping point to the rest of France. If I need to blockade Pontau, I'm sure Austria will handle Languedoc, and Netherlands will get this. I don't care so much for my coastlines. In Mexico, they don't really yield anything for me. And Netherlands has a fleet here as well. No army here to completely roll over France's colonies, but good enough. I think these guys should be able to march down, because when Austria joins the war, I think I get walking rights through all imperial miners. I believe. We'll find out. France, declare war, take colony. Honduras, yeah, that's not what we're actually going to go for or do, but that's what we'll tell the world. So yeah, war with France. I'm gonna go ahead and speed the game down a smidge. And who all came in right away? Pomerania, right on it. Austria, Ireland, Meissen, Netherlands, Pomerania, Thuringia. And it looks like France's entire alliance has come as well. Brandenburg, Genoa, Hesse, Switzerland. The Brandenburg fleet is important to take out. We'll have these guys come down here as well, on their way. This army wouldn't be a bad force for Brandenburg. Yeah, I have right through this. We'll come straight to Holland. That'll be a good starting point. The Scots can basically stay there until I bring my boats around to pick them up. They are completely out of the game. This army needs to be matched up fairly quickly, but I have time. Let's see, ships are getting moved out. That army is getting marched down. These guys are clear to continue on with Lubeck trade protection. protection. They will be here soon. Units are taking casualties. Brandenburg's armies, or Bavaria's army is actually, it's actually decent as well. I think I'm actually going to steer these guys around to fight off some of these alliances. Bremen's a good place for now, before I turn to France mainland. Yep. This is moving right along as well. I'm much more concerned about Western Europe right now. One bad loss and I could be playing down for the rest of this war. It looks like they're happy with being stationed there. I'm not very happy with them being set up there. I'm also really waiting for these guys to get there. Hanover. Ooh, is Hanover actually in this? Who am I actually fighting with? Hanover? I thought this was Bavaria. Hanover's not part of this war. Which really confuses me. Hanover leader and then Bavaria. That's surprising to me. I'm gonna go ahead and become Defender of the Faith for extra morale. I meant to do that earlier. Where's your troops, man? Ah, they jumped off. Alright. That's fine. I guess, I could go assist Austria. I'm much more concerned about this over here. And then these guys can come to Fife. To pick them up. Down here, we are almost all together. We have quite the army. No French units here. Over here, everything looks fine. Everything's being blockaded. These guys have a good post. Finisterre Bay. Finisterre Bay. I'm gonna try to cut off this navy. Oop. Yep, alright, that's fine. And then come back here. Let's pause that. There, now France has kind of shown himself a little bit more. Austria looks like he's got Brandenburg under control quite well. And apparently I have some Netherlands regiments attached to this army too. So I think I'm just going to bring them into Utrecht. And then I'll bring this army around to Holland. My transport fleet has not quite gotten here yet. My giant Mexican army is finally done. Just so we can blitzkrieg through some... Oh! Oh, Jesus. I need to scoot in. So we can blitzkrieg through Central America. That'll be fun. Let's pause the game, take a look back over here. Oh goodness, Netherlands, you just raised quite the army. Looks like France has just started marching. Shattered retreat. Alsterbrook. You get there on April 9th. I get here on... My army's morale is almost entirely non-existent. When do I get here? April 10th. When does he get out? April 9th. Alright, that's fine. I don't wanna fight him yet. Goodness, no. This is gonna be a right ruckus when it actually kicks off. Let's hope Austria can catch him here. I'm committed. Yep, Austria caught him. Austria's generally better than mine, so he went over me. And it's absolutely crushing our numbers versus theirs. We got a very good engagement there. Austria is losing some in Brandenburg. And now we can start laying down pretty incredible siege lines. Going to basically siege the entire world. This fleet, naval dominance is entirely uncontested. 90 to 28 is a sure victory. I'm going to recombine my armies, I think. And I'm going to head... do I think Austria has that under control? I think I'm gonna head here. I'm gonna split in half. Is there a hotkey to split in half? S? I'm gonna take this army here. I think that's okay. Who's England at war with? Munster, Silesia, Bohemia, and Ulm. Ulm's got their work cut out, huh? Yeah, two pretty big wars. Let's go and bring this screen up. What all does France have money-wise? Shift, left mouse button to add max. Really? France does not have a lot of money. Release nations is what we're going for the most. Releasing Burgundy would be completely just shattering. Releasing Normandy would be pretty cute. We can get into this when we have an actual war score. Annul treaties would be alright, but... You guys not here yet? Come on, thank you. Goodness, here, just attach 2 sieges, have one go here. And then what we have left over is primarily horse, about 50-50. It could still fight somewhat decently. My armies, you were the one with the general, you were going to Rethel. That's fine. Lose stability or legitimacy, I'll take stability. I'm also losing money. And that's our timer, and that's probably going to be our video. 93 gold a month with army maintenance is scary. Stability can be boosted without too much cause for concern. Chief religious unity isn't going to happen for some time. Claim of rivals province in England. I don't know if I want to accept that mission yet. I want to go to war with England, but I also largely don't give a shit. These guys are probably retreating to Isle. Yeah. Brandenburg's a right mess too. But everything else is pretty much taken care of. These guys are gonna stay here and support each other. I imagine I'm gonna see this army come back out here. Ooh, where did it go? So it must have come to Namur, which means it's going to be coming out here or here. Nope, there it is, it's back. Let's see, it's going up there. Army, force march is on. You guys, force march on. Incredible. They're coming to, they're going to Cambrai. So they probably want to hit this weak link here. I'm not about to let that happen. I'm diving in, and so is this guy. France is at a disadvantage for crossing a river. Even though my guys are crossing into a river, I believe France will maintain his original disadvantage. Austria is almost done here and will surely come to back up. So I feel like that's a no-brainer. These guys could sit here and attrition out for their end of time, for all I care. No, I want Panama too. One more siege. Alright. Army is completely removed from play. Netherlands has started to siege Chesapeake Bay colonies as well. Everything is going all right. My armies have joined, and we are pushing them back. It's very good. He is shattered retreating to Ghent, which means it's not one of his territories, which means he can't shattered retreat beyond that, I don't think. I think if I win this battle, I crush this army. I think they face annihilation if I win here. I'm still not entirely up to snuff on my shattered retreat mechanics, as you can see there. Apparently they're going back to Hanau, which has allied forces there, which I think also means that... Oh no, it seems they've bounced right past. Oh, they can't get caught when they shattered retreating. Barway. Huh. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna split. I'll go Cambrai and Hanau. Hanout? I don't know how to say that. Ooh, who are you? I have an early frigate here. How do you want to be an explorer? I make a sizable amount of military power. I can risk going 3 over, right? Or 2 over? Yeah, I can. Hey, buddy, guess what? You're gonna explore the 7 seas by going here. Go to Hawaii and just basically rebase in Hawaii. I wanna see if Japan has the Philippines or not. I'm sure the Philippines will be in the Nippon trade zone. I don't know what else they'd be in, unless they have their own, but nah, probably not. Oh no, there's totally a trade zone called the Philippines, right? I'm drunk. Yeah, there's totally a trade zone called the Philippines. It's Malacca. So yeah, Nippon is like actually just like probably Korea and Japan. That's probably it is. Maybe Taiwan. We'll see. We'll see soon. I think everything's going fine. Blockades are pretty good. France is only at a 66. Oh, it's colonies. Alright. That's why I am Languedoc. Who has a decent enough army. And this army as well is going to Languedoc. But I don't think... Yep, he'd be willing to take a white peace. And he's not willing to concede yet, so he doesn't feel like he's lost. So we need to beat him up a little bit more. And oh my goodness, this episode was over ages ago. Something interesting. Oh goodness, we actually went to war. But yeah, this video will probably be a little bit over because I forgot my timer rang. I get caught up in the excitement of Europa Universalis sometimes. So yeah. Next episode will probably be a lot more wound down, a lot less focused on the war, and more me rambling about bullshit, but... Ooh, and we have papal options to do? Meh, we'll do it later. Look at Austria's papal control, like, 3 here, 4 coming out. It's like, goodness. Alright, thank you guys as always for watching. I will see you next time.